Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dr. PG NG Praise God to get money, back for another YouTube video banger, man, with Engineers to the Streets. Yes sir, man. Last night or early this morning, depends on how you want to look at it, you know what I'm saying? We had Naoya Inoue take on Marlon Tapales on that fight card. It was great, man, all the way from Tokyo. You know, we tuned in, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to those who showed up. But we about to get to it, you know, we about to do a 3-minute round rundown, man. 3-minute round rundown. For those of you unfamiliar with 3-minute round rundown, is where, you know, we take 3 minutes, which is a 1-round professional boxing bout time duration, and we squeeze all the festivities, everything that transpired into that 1 minute, man, to give you all some quick, concise, and accurate information. You know what I'm saying? You know, cause I know everybody loses their attention span real quickly in this one, man. So, but this time I didn't really I checked out the card, but I didn't catch all the fights. You know, of course I caught the main event, which is Naoya Inoue versus Marlon Tapales. You know, saying show right here, baby. Show that right there. I caught that, and I caught some of the undercards. But you know, I'm gonna be honest, man. At those little weights, it's hard to keep track of everybody, at least for me. You know what I'm saying? So I wait till they really, you know what I'm saying, get on the pinnacle of their, or not the pinnacle, but you know what I'm saying, closer to their up and up, you know, when they're serious, and that's when I start paying more attention to them. So right now we're gonna mix in a little bit of Deontay Wilder in it, because people have been talking about my boy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get right to it, man. 3 minutes, man. Bring up their clock. Let's go, man. We about to talk about Naoya Inoue right there, man. Naoya Inoue, man. So like I said, we had Naoya Inoue going against Marlon Tapales for the undisputed championship belt at super bantamweight, man, and it went crazy, man. You know, it was great, man. First off, I want to give a shout out to the challenger, man. Well, I mean, now he wasn't the challenger, but you know how it goes. He's considered the challenger to the people, because now you're the monster anyway. You know, we already know what he does. But Marlon Tapales, man, coming out of the Philippines, man. If you're a boxing fan, you should be proud, especially if you're a Filipino boxing fan, man. Marlon Tapales, he did his thing. He said what he did what he said he was gonna do. He said he's not scared of Naoya Inoue. Let me at him. Let me at him. The entire fight, he did not look scared. You know what I'm saying? He was getting popped now.
He just hit me twice. Yes, he did.
But he still, you know, he still came with his work too, man, and believed in himself, and he brought that fight to him, man. So shout out to him, big respect. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the effort. I love the heart, man. He showed the warrior's heart, man.
Chris, I'm a warrior.
So shout out to Marlon Tapales. You know what I'm saying? He was heartbroken at the end, but you know, champion's gonna bounce back. I have no doubt he's gonna bounce back. So I look forward to that, man. But the man of the hour, the man of the night was Naoya Inoue, man. He beat Marlon Tapales, obviously, and yeah, man, he became the 2-time undisputed champion, man. So, you know what I'm saying, being the 2 times undisputed champion, the second 2 times undisputed champion in the 4-belt era, you know what I'm saying, do it across 2 ways, do it in the fashion that he does, man, the knockout percentage, the knockout ratio that he has, man. The man is undeniable now, man. He definitely got to be up there for pound. Now, is he pound for pound king, even with all those accolades and knockout percentages, the fights that he puts on, the shows that he puts on, the way that he wins in dramatic, spectacular fashion, the fact that he is a 2-time undisputed weight champ? Well, guess what? He has something else. That's number 2. And that's the fact that he's the second one to do it after Terence Crawford.
Tom Murphy. That was cold-blooded.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to give respect to Terence Crawford, man. So yeah, man, I love Naoya Inoue. I love his performances. I love watching. He's great for boxing, but I still got Bud.
And down goes Spence for the second time in the fight.
I still got Bud at number 1, man. Terence Crawford, the way he did it, like I said, he did it first. So in my opinion, it's like, how can somebody accomplishing the same thing that somebody else accomplished after them be ahead of them? Just because he did it after them, and that, you know, sometimes we have a short-term memory, man. You know, is what you did for me now, but you can't forget that, man. The way he demolished and dismantled Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence, he could have had something wrong with him, who knows? But it's still Errol Spence, who was undefeated himself. A force to be reckoned with, and yeah, Terence Crawford put that thing on him. So yeah, I just can't take Terence Crawford down for that mantle, but I have Naoya Inoue at number 2. Now granted, I will say this, Naoya Inoue, he's definitely made it debatable. He made it more debatable, you know what I'm saying? And he closed the gap, but I still have Terence Crawford ahead of him, man. And of course, you know, smaller weight classes, the unfortunate reality is that they tend not to get as much respect. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Same with the welterweight, they don't get as much respect as a heavyweight. So you know how that goes, but you know, I think that Terence Crawford, his hit list is a little more. You know, Naoya Inoue got Donito Donaire out of there twice. He just dismantled Stephen Fulton, but you know, Terence Crawford, he got a lot of people on his list, on his resume, man. He got Errol Spence now, of course. You know, he got the Benavidez, you know, and some others, of course. You know, Sean Porter. I could go all day. So I definitely think that Terence Crawford's still number 1.
And I will not be bullied by that.
But I will say this. I think Naoya Inoue might be fighter of the year, though.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the juggernaut, bitch!
You know what I'm saying? I can give him that comfortably. You know what I'm saying? That fighter of the year. You know, Devin Haney has a stake to that claim as well. But I lean towards Naoya Inoue for fighter of the year. But I think Terence Crawford is still #1 pound for pound. That's all I gotta say about that, man. Now, next up to the next topic, man. I want to talk about Deontay Wilder, man.
Bomb squad!
This notion that he's been exposed. If you're saying, oh, Deontay Wilder's been exposed, has he been exposed? If he's been exposed by who? Is he exposed by Joseph Parker individually or by the sport of boxing as a whole? Like, I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Now he looked very bad. He looked very bad against Deontay Wilder. Excuse me, that tea good, boy. Sorry, I misspoke. He looked very bad against Joseph Parker. And shout out to Joseph Parker, but I do not want to diminish his accomplishment. I do not want to take away from what he did because he implemented a game plan. He executed that game plan, you know what I'm saying? Didn't waver from that game plan throughout the fight. But however, what is the narrative? This time, it's a truthful narrative, right? The narrative is that it's not about how spectacular Joseph Parker looked. It's how spectacularly bad Deontay Wilder looked.
Damn! I'm sorry.
He looked like a shell of himself. He looked very timid. He looked like he didn't want to throw. He was very reluctant to throw. That wasn't Deontay Wilder. That was only Deontay Wilder by name only. That's why I do not want to see, like, I know there's rumblings about AJ still wanting to fight. Why? It's unbeknownst to me, but outside the payday. But it's like, I don't want to see that because that's only Deontay Wilder by name only, man. And, you know, Joseph Parker, like people are saying that Joseph Parker diminishes his efforts. No one's diminished his efforts, but the truth is he has 3 losses. Who did he lose to? Anthony Joshua. Who else did he lose to? Dylan White. Who else did he lose to? Joe Joyce. So, I mean, he looked better. But I could have looked good against Deontay Wilder that night, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Joseph Parker for not getting hit by the right hand. But he didn't get hit by the right hand because the right hand wasn't thrown. I ain't get hit by the right hand either. Shit, I ain't see it. You feel me? So yeah, man, I just feel like we got to chill on Deontay Wilder, man. He is 38.
Damn! I'm sorry.
Not giving excuses, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? For people to say he got exposed, he's a one-trick pony. Deontay Wilder debuted in 2008. It is 2023. His first loss was in 2020, 3 years ago, by Tyson Fury, who's considered the best. So if it takes 2008 to what, 2023, 15 years, it takes 15 years to be exposed. So I don't know, did boxing expose Deontay or did Deontay expose boxing?
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga.
Because if he's really a one-trick pony, he got all the way to champion of the world. Go international travel. You know what I'm saying? Heavyweight champion of the world. Multiple times. Come on, man. Knock it out. What? He has 43 wins. 42 of them by KO. He knocked out 42 people. He's been in 47 bouts, I believe. 47? Yeah, because the loss of Joseph Parker. 2 losses to Tyson Fury. A draw with Tyson Fury. That's 4. And he has 43 wins. Yeah, so he has 47 bouts. 43 of them wins and 42 by knockout. So this notion that he got exposed, that he's a one-trick pony, hey man, he gave that one trick all she got because that motherfucker right there, boy, he used that to the fullest. That one right hand, man, and that shows how bad boxing is. That if you want to say, so do you think boxing is bad? I think boxing is great, but that so if Deontay Wilder is really that bad, you're shitting on all of his opponents. You know what I'm saying? You're shitting on Louis King Kong Ortiz. You're shitting on even Tyson Fury, the people that beat him. You're saying that it's not really worth much because he's nothing. He's got exposed. You're shitting on Joseph Parker's performance. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say that he got exposed, but then clap up Joseph Parker for winning and Tyson Fury for winning. If he got exposed, that means he was a fraud. So if he's a fraud, that means why are you getting credit for beating him? You see what I'm saying? So shout out to Deontay Wilder, man, the Brom squad, man. People forget, man. I don't forget, man. I love what you did to Spilska. I love what you did to Bermain Severn. I love all the fights that you had, you know what I'm saying, with King Kong Ortiz. The trilogy with Tyson Fury, I think took a lot out of you. But I appreciate those great nights of boxing, man. You gotta appreciate these men and women that these warriors that put on, you know what I'm saying, leave everything out in the ring, man. That take a lot of courage to do so, and it's dangerous. So I enjoy watching, man. There's no say he got exposed. No, he just lost, and he's just showing himself. I don't think he got exposed. People lose. It's just funny because we all suffer through shortcomings. We all suffer through failures. You know, and I don't want to say failures because if you learned a lesson, if a lesson was learned, you know what I'm saying, acquire some knowledge and stuff like that, it's not really a failure. It's just a blueprint on what not to do and then lead you to what to do to succeed. It's just that these ladies and gentlemen, they're brave enough, courageous enough that and they're under the spotlight, so we see their shortcomings. So it's easy to critique and point fingers and all this stuff.
It's about to go down.
What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What kind of mileage are you getting out your one trick? Have you even found your one trick? Do you have more than one trick? If so, how come we don't know about you? You know what I'm saying? And myself included. So I feel like we need to just chill and just be appreciative. I'm not saying we can't critique. That's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I lost money betting on Deontay Wilder. Or I was mad, but at the same time, I had to sit back. It's like, I didn't have to put money on him. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was surefire. And the reason why I thought it was a surefire bet and the reason why he was a favorite is because of the work that he put in along the way. So shout out to Deontay Wilder. Shout out to Bomb Squad, man. Appreciate y'all. I still got Bud. Pound for pound #1. Hopefully, did we make the time limit in 3 minutes? I don't know. We probably did. Probably didn't. But y'all let me know, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me as always. Do you think Naoya Inoue is #1 pound for pound? Do you think Deontay Wilder was exposed? Or do you think shit just happens? I think shit just happens. And I do think that, I think that, I don't want to see him fight Anthony Joshua. I don't want to see him fight anybody because I think it's more indicative of Joseph Parker that he didn't get Deontay Wilder up out of there because Deontay Wilder was doing everything he could to be knocked out.
Get him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Fight back, man. Fight back.
And Joseph Parker still didn't knock him out. So, but shout out to Joseph Parker for coming through. But I do not think he's a serious contender. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. So, yeah. So y'all let me know if I'm tripping, man. Do I need to give anybody more credit? Anybody less credit? Naoya Inoue #1 pound for pound is Bud. Am I still riding the Bud train? I think Bud's still #1. You know what I'm saying? I think Canelo's #3. I think Naoya Inoue is strong #2, man. Appreciate y'all. We out. Don't forget to like the video. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.